From what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
First pitch coming your way next. And that one is gone. An absolutely majestic shot. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Jose Azocar, the next up for the Padres. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down. Luis Campusano getting ready to hit. 5th in the NL in batting average coming into this one. Right side, hard hit. Gets it to first. 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Next pitch just misses, and it's 3-2. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. Bottom of the first, and stepping in for the Yankees, Gleyber Torres.
The second baseman.
Torres, a guy the Yankees acquired for Aroldis Chapman back in 2016.
He is fearless. You can't tell if he's been in this league for 8 years or 2 years.
Cronenworth puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Now the youngster Juan Soto went deep in the ball game last night. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. 2-2. The wind of the pitch. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, and that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here comes Aaron Judge, 2nd in the AL in home runs. And downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two and 1 on Judge. They say you win. Got him swinging. Welcome back. New inning getting started. Here's the veteran shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. And a pitch. Check swing, no appeal. Next one misses, and now 3-1. Kicks and deals. And that one fouled off. The wind and the pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And the right-hander deals. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now it's back Carpenter. Righty to the plate. On the ground, could be 2. LeMahieu over to second, on to Rizzo at first, and they get the double play.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Rizzo takes it himself, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back back in the Bronx. We head to the bottom of the second. And now the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. The pitch. Drilled in the air. Right field. Way back there. And that is out of here. Anthony Rizzo circles the bases. His 9th homer of the year, and it ties it up. It's 1-1.
With this guy's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. The wind of the pitch. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
The 2-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Just trying to protect, keep the at-bat alive.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Alex Verdugo. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Jose Trevino. Grounded to third. Could be 2 on a Cronenworth. And that's 2. Back at Yankee Stadium, top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Ball to strike. The pitch.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup and now 1 away. So digging in, number 5. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Next offering is in for a strike. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And it's even up. Tied up here in the early going. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The wind to kick the pitch. He goes down looking. Back to the top of the lineup. And stepping in is the speedy Fernando Tatis Jr. He's already homered in this game. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Pickoff throw. Tatis dives back in. Tatis, the runner at first with 2 gone. And now Jose Azocar. The other way. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. Back now in the Bronx, bottom of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. The pitch. And a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Kicks and fires. In the dirt. Campusano gathers, rose to first, got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Here's DJ LeMahieu. The 1-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Pulls it in on the run. And there's 2 away. Here is Gleyber Torres. 0 for 1. He flied out to right in his first trip. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So the inning is still alive with Juan Soto coming to the dish.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
The 2-2 on the way. There's a swing and a drive. And out of here. Juan Soto goes deep. His 28th home run of the season, and they grab the lead. It's 3-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Aaron Judge at the plate. And a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's Machado. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Liner, base hit. And that's going to get into the corner. Here comes Machado around third. Torres with a relay home, and he's out. Stepping in, Matt Carpenter.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
And now he looks it back to second. The pitch. That to right. And there's 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And now it's Garrett Cooper up to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that one ripped to left. Makes the catch, inning over. Ready to go. Bottom 4 at the plate. Anthony Rizzo. 2-1 now. And a foul ball. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
And the righty deals. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Didn't make quality contact on the ground ball to the pull side, but sometimes it's just a matter of finding the hole in the defense.
And now, on a line out towards center. Azokar brings it in with a nice running grab.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me. He said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
And the 2-2. Bounced, and that got the pitcher to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. So up next, Anthony Volpe. He's 0 for 1. A 1-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 1 so far. Right side. Cronenworth. In plenty of time to first, and that will end the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Here's a 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, number 5. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one ripped. Out of here. A solo shot, and they cut into the deficit. It's 3-2. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Fernando Tatis Jr., what a talent, what a hitter, Chris. A guy who's won a Silver Slugger in both 2020 and 2021. And in 21, he became the first Padre voted into the All-Star game since Tony Gwynn in 1999.
Yeah, if this kid could just stay healthy, he could be one of the greatest to play the game.
Next offering misses. 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Tatis waits. And there's a ball.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Jose Azocar, the next up for the Padres.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
The 2-1. And there's a strike. That one ran inside, almost got him. And the pitch. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now at the plate, Luis Campusano. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Azocar at second with 2 down. The next offering misses. And it's 2-2. And that one missing low.
That's a really good take.
That's towards center. Verdugo gets under it. Makes the play, and it's out, number 3. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Nick Martinez.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
The pitch. And a count 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive. Makes the grab. 1 away. Juan Soto down. 1 for 2.
Soto.
The 2-1. And fouled off.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt a shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Runner at first with 2 away. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Slides, but it gets by him.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one is going to go. He'll touch them all. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 6-2.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Steven Wilson. He's into the game with the bases empty. So up next, Alex Verdugo. Two on the way. Up the middle, Cronenworth whips it to first, and Verdugo is set down. Inning over. Top 6. Here's Manny Machado now. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. New pitcher on now, number 97.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
And he grounds one to the right side. Torres fires over to first. One up, one down.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Next one just misses. And it's 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Feed to second, that's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Man at first, Garrett Cooper, the next up for the Padres. Here's a 1-1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. Bottom of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jose Trevino. And he deals. Now he breaks his bat. Brings it in. And there's one down. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
And a pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. And here it comes. Check swing, but he went too far. 1-2. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Two now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2-2 now.
We got full count.
Got it by him for the K. Back for more from the Bronx. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Off the mark there. 2 balls and a strike. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Number 5, the next up for the Padres. Here's a 2-2. And now it's filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Sets him down looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. This guy has turned into a beast. Bounced up the middle. Tosses to first, and that is that. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tim Hill. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Back to the top of the Yankee order. And the batter now, Gleyber Torres.
Number 25.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And now it's Juan Soto. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. It's Aaron Judge now. 1 for 3.
Aaron Judge.
Kicks and deals. On a line, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away.
Over to Cooper. Rizzo out of the play. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
Flashed his power last time, blasted one over the wall to the opposite field.
Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. 2 outs, bases loaded. And next for New York, Alex Verdugo. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. They take the force out, and that'll do it. We go to the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Azocar.
Jose Azocar.
And a 2-1 on the way. Now one missed. And it's filled up. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's 1 down. Here's the catcher to hit, Luis Campusano. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. Torres with a relay throw, but he's in there easily. And now it's Manny Machado. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. 2-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Comes the 2-2. And Machado able to spoil that pitch. That misses the zone, and now it's 3-2.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seen a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Victor Gonzalez gets the call from the pen. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. The 1-1 is fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. LeMahieu drifts towards it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Campusano at third. Machado on at first with 2 down. And a rope into center field, base hit.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The tying run at the plate. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Robert Suarez. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jose Trevino.
The catcher, Jose Trevino.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a foul straight back.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These guys are not getting fooled right now.
2-2 now. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. This to center field. Azokar settles underneath it and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. The 1-1. Slow roller to third. Machado whips it across. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. That one the other way. Oh, he gloves it. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now here is Jake Cronenworth. And 1-2.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Over to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. So the San Diego batting order turns over, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Clay Holmes on the pitch here.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
The 1-1 is upstairs. Ball 2. Tapped softly on the ground. Now the throw to first on the run. Throw, save. And that was close.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now, up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. Next pitch is outside, and it's 2-1.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take the series opener here at home.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They led.
Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. Stepping in for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr.
The right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Tatis waits. Not even close there. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham settles under it. Puts the squeeze on it. One up, one down. So digging in now for San Diego, Jose Azocar. 3 hits in a loss last night. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Stroman, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. And now it's even up. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Next pitch is outside. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike guys out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. Next one is off the plate, and that's ball 3.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later. Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And now it's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. This one blasted the other way, down the line, and it's a foul ball. And the pitch. Boots it. But goes to second with it, and they get the out. Stayed with the play, and that'll end the inning. Back here in New York, here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
You know what's interesting, Boog, is Joe took a trip to Antarctica in the 2022 offseason, and guess what?
What?
He threw the fastest pitch in the history of Antarctica.
Left-hand hitter waits. And there's a strike.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Next offering in the dirt, and it's 3-2. Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. This place is absolutely loving it. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now it's going to be Oswald Peraza. The wind of the pitch.
No. 3-1.
Leaps at the wall, and he's got it. Now the youngster wants Soto. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. To the right side, and he grabs it foul.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next pitch in the dirt, and the count's even at 2. And a base hit into right center field.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You let the ball track.
Fires to second for 1. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done, and that'll do it. Back in the Bronx, second inning set to go. Stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. The wind and the pitch.
Ball 2.
Hard game, hard game.
One strike.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. And there's a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Marcos Strootman, new pitcher for Yankees.
Slider got him for strike 3. Now it's Matt Carpenter. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now a pop up on the infield. 2 away now. And now it's Garrett Cooper up to hit.
The first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Slow roller up the middle. Peraza. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
The designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
The wide to kick the pitch. Musgrove was originally picked in the first round in 2011 by the Blue Jays, but now a San Diego kid who grew up in Grossmont and got a chance to pitch for his hometown team in the playoffs in 2022. And they take care of Stanton for the out. 1 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
On the ground. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
And a 1-1. Into center and a base hit.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Back-to-back singles. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Tatis going back on this one. And it is gone.
Yeah, baby.
This is his second home run of the game. It's 4-0.
Well, he almost robbed the home run right there. And I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that. And so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Oswald Peraza now at the plate. Flied to right his first time. They say it went.
Yeah, it's really been fun watching him develop as a major league pitcher with the Astros as part of that 2017 World Series championship team. He was kind of an afterthought, but after being traded and bouncing around a little bit, he really found himself and became a dominant pitcher in the game.
Right side. Tatis puts the squeeze on that one, and that. Back in New York. Now batting Jurickson Profar.
The left fielder, number 10, Jurickson.
1-1 now. Out there to center. Grisham settles under it. Puts it away for the out. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Flied out his first time. Ball to strike. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. Makes the catch up against the wall. 2 outs, base is empty. Next for the Padres, Jose Azocar. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss there. Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a 1-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Juan Soto.
The left fielder, Juan Soto.
Righty delivers. Well struck left field. That's back.
See ya!
Soto the opposite way. His 29th of the season. It's 5-0.
Woo!
Recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And he's already singled in this game. The 1-1 is fouled off. Chris Judge has been an exit velocity monster, leading the league in exit velo in 17, 18, 19, 21, and 2022.
Yeah, he makes that hot corner at third base.
The wind of the pitch. Into center. Azocar settles under this one. He's got it. 1 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Next one misses, and it's 2-1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Profar calls it in, 2 away. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Giancarlo Stanton.
The 1-1.
No, down.
And that one in the air center field. Azocar settles underneath it. And that's the inning. Back here at the ballpark, start of the 4th. Manny Machado up to the plate. Out towards left center. Grisham settles under it. Makes the grab, 1 away. Gary Sanchez now. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And down on strikes he goes. And there's 2 away. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Next offering is in for a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
1 strike.
Bogaerts off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. He did not go around. Righty to the plate. Good plate appearance there. Able to take.
Oh, come on!
So first and second with 2 outs. Ha-Sung Kim will hit next. Two on, 2 outs. Stays alive. First and second, 2 down. Got it. And the Padres waste a chance. Welcome back. Here's Jose Trevino. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. So now 1 and 2.
really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first. And there are two down.
Now back, second baseman, Soto.
Here's a 1-1. Bounce to the right side. That ends the inning. Back at Yankee Stadium. Ready now for the fifth inning. And here's the first baseman, Garrett Cooper. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. To the right side. Can't field it cleanly. Gets it there in time, though. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
Strike two.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Up the middle. Tosses to first. And they take care of Tatis for the out. Now on the bump, Nick Martinez.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
So the lineup flips over. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Such an impressive performance out of him in this one. His third hit for extra bases. That pretty much split the zone down the middle. And those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now here is Oswald Peraza. Over to Cooper. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Juan Soto now. And a 3-1 on the way. And that's ball four.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
2 on with 1 out. Aaron Judge, the next to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. Aaron Judge with a rocket. His 18th home run of the season, and they tack on 3. It's 8-0. So the Padres with a new arm of the mound, Steven Wilson. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty.
Steven Wilson.
And now the first baseman, Austin Wells. Ball to strike. The pitch. Hard hit, right side. Slings to first. Fine play in the hole for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, out towards left center. And that is that. Top of the 6th inning. Here's a speed threat. Jose Azocar.
Number 28.
The pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's Manny Machado. Here comes a pitch.
Ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And a strike on the outside edge.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Now he turns and heads for second. Judge hustles it back in, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. And Gary Sanchez at the plate. The 1-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands, and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. And the next pitch is way outside. Laced down the line, could be extra bases. Here comes Machado around third. Throws to second, and he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Here's the 2-2. Ripped to third. LeMahieu gets it to first. And that here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Here's the catcher, Jose Trevino. And a pitch. And that's in the dirt. Up the middle, Bogaerts. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Next pitch misses. 2-1. Out towards right center field. Tatis drifts towards it and puts the squeeze on that. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Azokar under it and makes the grab. Back for more from the Bronx. Now it's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Next pitch is inside. 2-2.
It's a good take.
Next pitch misses outside, and the count's full. Got him swinging. And here's the first baseman, Garrett Cooper. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2. That's down and in.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side. And he grabs it in foul ground. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts. Here's the left fielder, Jurickson Profar. The pitch. There's a strike.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Next pitch way upstairs. Good eye right there. Comebacker to the mound. Gathers and throws to first. Out number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Tim Hill. He's been so good against lefties. And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Hill.
That one off the mark, and it's 2-1.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
To first, that takes care of Grisham.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Popped in the air, left field. Profar settles under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Bogarts handles the chance. Sends it to first. 3rd out. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Ian Hamilton.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The pitch. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So digging in now for San Diego, Jose Azocar. Swings and misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And there's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Machado. Hard ground ball, base knock. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away. And here comes the power-hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Fired to 2nd, and it's a double play to end the inning. Back at Yankee Stadium, here is Aaron Judge.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Base knock, center field.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up.
Makes the catch. 1 down. Man at first. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Everything came together for him. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
And here is Jose Trevino. Next pitch is outside. Judge over at second. Stanton at first. 1 gone. Base hit, left center field. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 9-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And down on strikes. Out number 2. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. A switch hitter batting right. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. Ripped to short. On to Kim. 3rd out. And that ends the frame. And welcome back. New inning getting started. And the batter will be the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Going to count 1 and 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Now it's the DH, Matt Carpenter. That's off the mark. 2 balls and a strike. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just misses. Counts full, 3 and 2. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Soto gets under it. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. And now Ha-Sung Kim. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. That one fouled off. 2-2. This one high in the air to left center. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout.
Well, a big win by 8 runs, and when you have that kind of lead, do you make it easier for the pitching staff to come out, make their pitches, pitch to contact, and not worry about giving up the lead? So nice job today all the way around to get the W.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set It's the San Diego Padres going up against the New York Yankees. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the New York Yankees are in position to sweep. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
The right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
Tatis waits. In 2022, Garrett Cole set the Yankees single-season strikeout record with 257 punch-outs. Pretty amazing mark for that historic franchise. That one a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a good take.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Stepping in for San Diego, Jose Azocar. And the righty deals. Trying to bunt his way on. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Dropping a drag bunt there. I love it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Man at first with 1 gone. And here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. On the ground to short, could be 2. To second, there's 1. On to Rizzo at first, and they get the double play. Back now in the Bronx. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham.
The center fielder,
The 1-1. Chop to first, Cronenworth. And a quick out, number 1. Gleyber Torres up to the plate, second in the American League in hitting. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. Juan Soto goes deep, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
1 down. Here comes Aaron Judge. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. And Judge spoils that one. Next pitch misses way outside.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
That one is absolutely belted. Azocar going back some more. On the warning track, and hauls it in. Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but wind just absolutely killed it. The 1-2.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Bogarts on to first. That ends the first. Top of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Manny Machado. Here's a 1-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And it's caught for the out. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. 1 run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game. And a big swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Bogaerts retired. Now it's Matt Carpenter. Ball to strike. And that's in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Padres go down 1-2-3. Back here in New York. And now here's the veteran DH, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Falling behind 2-1. In the air out towards right center. Tatis drifts towards it. And there's one down. Here's Alex Verdugo. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. Line drive, base hit, right center field.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Here's Jose Trevino. Comebacker to the mound. Fires to second for 1. Over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. Top half of the 3rd inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Ha-Sung Kim. Garrett Cole, Chris, a guy who was the first overall pick out of UCLA in 2011, and he's turned into one of the best starters in baseball.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how things came full circle for him. Drafted by the Yankees out of high school, didn't sign, as you said, went to UCLA, and now pitching the #1 guy in the rotation for New York.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And the batter now, Jake Cronenworth. And he married another UCLA player's sister, Brandon Crawford. He's married to Brandon's sister, Amy. And a pitch.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Now batting Jurickson Profar. The 2-1.
2
2 outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And down on strikes he goes, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back here at the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Here's a 1-1. They say it went.
1-2.
Out to short. Throw over to Cronenworth. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. The 1-1. Bounced up the middle. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Here comes Gleyber Torres.
The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
And a 1-1.
2-1.
Grisham leads off first with 1 away.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Bounced out to short. And it gets by him.
That's back-to-back singles for him. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now it's Juan Soto in the dirt. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. One out. Runners at first and second. Two on, one out. That's hard hit in the line. And that one hops the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 3-zip.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
It's Aaron Judge now. Up the middle, touches the bag for one, and they bounce into two already. This one ends the third. On to the fourth. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Next offering is fouled back. And he deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. The pitch. Got him looking for the K. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Jose Azocar, the next up for the Padres. First time up, he reached on a bunt single. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Luis Campusano getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. That's in there. And it's a full count.
Full count.
Ground ball up the middle. Volpe. Throw is low, and he can't pick it. 2 outs, runner at first. Now the third baseman, Manny Machado. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. Campusano off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses, struck him out. Back in New York, and now the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
And it's even up.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And there's one down.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Up and in, and a count 2-1. Next pitch inside, and the count is 3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Left-hand batter waits. That one hammered, but pulled foul. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. and here it comes. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out. Jose Trevino stepping in now for the Yankees. He hit into a double play his first time up. And the right-hander deals. There's a strike.
1-2.
Kicks and deals. Line drive to short and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
1-1 now. Swing and a pop-up. Kim under it. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. We go to the top of the fifth. Stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Even though Bogaerts at the beginning of his career signed with and then played for the Boston Red Sox, his favorite player growing up was Derek Jeter, and that's why he wore number 2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Next to hit, Matt Carpenter. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And 1-2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And the pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Struck him out looking. Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. The 1-1. And that one clips the corner. Kim tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. The 2-2. Goes down looking. Back in the Bronx. Now it's going to be Trent Grisham. The wind to the pitch. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. He flexes his power with that swing, his 7th home run of the season. It's 4-0.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Here's Gleyber Torres. On the ground. Bogaerts fields it cleanly. Whips it to first on the run. And Gleyber Torres retired. Nick Martinez comes on now. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now the youngster Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. And here's a 3-2. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Tatis going back some more. Caught just shy of the wall.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
The 1-1. Lays out. He's got it. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. Next offering misses,
that's the ball.
and that's ball 2. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
This one popped up. Verdugo makes the play, and there's one away. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jurickson Profar. Went down on strikes his first time through. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. On the ground, right side. Torres handles. Fires over to first. And that'll do it. Back for more from the Bronx. And here's the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Right-handed reliever. That's a strike.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Kicks and fires. And now 2-2.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Swung on, belted. Back there. That one is gone. His 11th of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. Now here is Alex Verdugo. Left-hand hitter waits. Popped up. Bogarts gets under it. He's there. He's got it. 2 down. Jose Trevino stepping in now for the Yankees. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
And that is that. We go to the top of the 7th. Stepping in for San Diego, Jose Azocar. Next pitch is downstairs. Just off the outside part of the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. Next pitch is outside. That clips the corner. The 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now it's Manny Machado. The wind of the pitch. And downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Can't glove it cleanly.
No.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And now time is called as we'll get a visit to the mound. 2 relievers just got up to throw out there in the bullpen. And now Matt Carpenter. And that is cut on and missed. 2-2 now. Machado at second. Bogarts at first. 2 out of the inning. In the air to left center. Soto going after it. He's got it. And that is out. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Anthony Volpe. Ball to strike. The pitch. Bunting, and it's in the air. Machado grabs it on the run. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
He goes down looking.
Now back.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. The 1-1.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles, but you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
Kim with the throw to first. As expected, we're going into a rain delay, and I have a feeling this is going to be a long break, Singy. It is really coming down as they put the tarp on the infield.
Yeah, I think we kind of saw this one coming, Boog, and it's not going to be a short break either, so guess we go grab some coffee or something, man. Go sneak in a game of the show before play picks back up.
Bring it. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Good eye in that spot. Cole still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this run, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Victor Gonzalez takes over on the mound.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
One down, base is empty. Knocks it down. Over to first, in time. Nice stretch.
The left fielder, number 10, Rizzo.
Popped up right side. Torres puts it away. So they bring on the veteran, Robert Suarez. He last pitched 2 days ago. Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. And the pitch. And that one hammered. Tatis going back some more, and it's out of here. So he just clears the wall. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 6-0.
He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Next offering is downstairs. In the air, left field, Profar on his way over. Squeezes it. One away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Rizzo.
At the belt and fires. Center field. Drops into the glove. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. 1 for 2. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. Three-2 on the way. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here comes a 3-2. And he walked him.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
And now Alex Verdugo. So a change being made at first base. On the pinch run, Oswald Peraza.
Number 91, Oswald Peraza.
In the air, left side, Profar on the move. Tracks it down for the out. And that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate, Fernando Tatis Jr. Now into the game, Oswaldo Cabrera. He'll be out in left field.
Number 95, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Also entering the game, DJ LeMahieu. And man, they're asking a lot of him to play completely out of position.
Number 26, DJ LeMahieu.
Jonathan Loaisiga taking over on the mound.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these guys better be ready to swing the bats.
And now the count is even. Back to the mound. Whips it to first. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Next for the Padres, Jose Azocar. 1 for 3. The pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. So they're down to their final out. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a ball popped up. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
This was pure domination at home. Huge sweep. And now you go on the road. The flight's going to be very enjoyable. Get into the next city, get a nice meal, get settled in at the hotel, but come back ready to play in the next game. See if you can continue this momentum.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.